Hello, welcome back Star Citizens even, and it's me, Torp Rasilo, and today we're trying another new format. So for today's Total Ship Show, we're going to be doing a mission breakdown with the 890 jump. So basically what I want to do with these mission breakdown videos is I take a mission and I do a mission. Sometimes I might even do the mission more than once depending on what happens, and then after the mission is done I'll review the mission with you as we are doing now and give you my thoughts on what happened. So here you can see I've taken the boarding action in process mission, which is basically where you have to go and get rid of all the bad guys on an 890 jump so that the owner can take the 890 jump back. I have to say I really would have liked it if I could steal the 890 jump after this mission, but it doesn't appear possible to do that. The 890 jump mission starts here, departing from Torp Rasilo, and then what will happen is it will give us a travel to 890 jump marker, so we have to travel to the marker, and once we get there, that's what I'm counting as the start of the mission. So bottom left corner, I'm going to be doing a timer then to see how long it takes me to complete the mission, to give you an idea of how long it will take to do this mission. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so we're going to travel to the 890 jump, and as soon as we get there, the mission starts. Okay, so the time has started. So when you arrive at the 890 jump mission, what you'll see first is a couple of red markers marking enemy ships. So basically the first thing you're going to have to do is get rid of two Cutlass Blacks. They're usually Cutlass Blacks. So I would recommend taking a ship which is capable of easily getting rid of two Cutlass Blacks. I did this in the 600i and it was really easy to kill them. And then this time I've done it in the Sentinel, and I thought it would be dead easy, and it seemed to... I don't know whether I just did it badly, you'll see in a minute, but it seems to be a lot more difficult. And the 600i with 3 laser cannons or laser repeaters is a great ship for getting rid of these Cutlass Blacks. So there we go, landing a few hits there. I've got a size 4... So I've just realised why this may not have worked as well as I thought. I've got a size 4 attrition on here, gimbaled, but normally I have a size 5 fixed. And a size 5 is much better than a size 4. This is why this has taken so long. I've just now realised what the problem was. I need to make sure I put my size 5 back on my Sentinel. Yeah, I have to say, if you have a Sentinel, an Avenger of any type, a Vanguard, sorry, of any type, I definitely get rid of the size 4 and put a size 5 attrition on the front. Size 5 repeater, definitely the best in my opinion. You have to practice a little bit at getting the hits on the targets, but it doesn't take anywhere near this long to take out a couple of Cutlass Blacks with a size 5. They'd have gone by now easily. And also this AI is just, at the moment, the AI is just rubbish. It flies past a couple of times and then all it does is come and stand right up next to you. And it's taking so many hits there, and also my capacitors are struggling. Look at how I'm struggling to get hits out with the attrition 4. With the 600i, these ships were gone in 4 hits from the 3. I mean, the 3 size 5. 3 size 5s or 3 size 6s, I can't remember. The big weapons on the 600i. Can't believe how long this is lasting. Look, there's hardly any of it left. Yeah, definitely this is... yeah, I wouldn't do this again with the Sentinel without putting the attrition 5 on, having watched what happened now back. And definitely, as I say, it's so bizarre because I probably should have gone to missiles myself. I'm really not very good at dogfighting. It's not really my my strong point. I'm much more of a FPS guy. I don't mind the space combat stuff, but it's not my thing in the game. It's not what I'm interested in. I don't really do the bounty hunting missions where you have to just go and kill spaceships. I just don't really have any interest in killing spaceships. Anyway, one of them's gone now. Yeah, this is the most hopeless dogfighting I've ever seen. I think I got bored by this point. I'm literally just driving away to put some distance in so that I could turn around and just try and get some hits on this guy. And there we go. We get a few good hits there on the Cutlass, but I still think if I'd had the fixed size 5, I would have nailed these two by now easily. And this is where I don't get it. So they fly past you a couple of times, then they come and they just sit right in front of you. And of course, if you've got a large fixed weapon, or like the weapons on the 600i, you can just annihilate them in seconds because they're just sitting there. The only reason I'm not annihilating him now is because I literally keep running out of ammo. I keep having to wait for the attrition to reload. So we've got a couple of bad things here. What is he doing? He's just sitting there. That's so ridiculous. Yeah, no, I didn't enjoy this bit of this mission at all, as you can probably see. Through my own fault in a couple of reasons, and not putting the bigger weapon on or realising I didn't have the bigger weapon. And also through this... Look, I just don't get it. Don't get it. It's so annoying that I'm having to wait all the time to get more shots so that I can knock him out. Thank goodness for the big shields. I think there's FR-76s in this Sentinel. Oh, man.
Shit.
Come on. See, I nearly get him. He goes, shit. And I nearly get him, and then... There we go. I run out of bullets. So anyway, there we go. So that's the first part of the mission. So I wasted 5 minutes there messing about with those two Cutlass Blacks. When, in the 600i, they were nailed in no time at all. The only reason I'm not showing you the version of the mission where I did it with the 600i was because the mission crashed out later on. Oh, I went back, and when I went back I did it with the Sentinel, and I wish I'd done it with the 600i. So, once you've got rid of the two Cutlasses, you need to go towards the 890 jump. And when you get there, what you're going to need to do is enter the ship. I mean, there's a few different ways you can go about it. I would say the absolute easiest way is the way I'm going to do it now, which is enter through one of the rear docking collars. Some people go up above the hangar and try to shoot the people that are in the hangar. To be honest, for me, that's just a waste of time. You can't jump into the hangar because you'll die. So actually, the easiest way is to just go and enter through the docking collar. And we're just flipping the ship, and there's the docking collar there on the right. You can see that little square hole. That's the ship to station docking collar, and that's where we're going to go in. Now, again, you can hear, this happened to me last time, this just constant, at the moment this mission is a bit bugged, so it's not working the way it should. Most of the baddies are down in the vehicle bay, and they're just shooting constantly at the local security who is not dying. So that's why you can constantly hear this this weapon noise in the background. So when you get out of your ship, obviously you'll be in space. Make sure you've got a helmet on. I did. And close the back of your ship. Don't leave it open. Never, ever leave your ship open. Ever. I've stolen so many people's ships because they just left them open for a few minutes. Whenever I see a ship with the door open, I can't help but nick it. Just to teach people a lesson. So when you go here through here, what's going to happen is that there'll be a guy. Will there be a guy? Okay, so there's no one there. That's good. Sometimes they're right outside the door. So what you're going to do here is when you come to the elevator, you're going to go into this area here, and generally there'll be people in this area, but there isn't. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for the data transmission. Now, if you find the whole data transmission, you get a bonus payment for finding it, and it's usually in one of the bedrooms. So I'm just going to go through the bedrooms. Here I go. I'm looking for whole data transmission. Okay, and this is the swimming pool area. Sometimes there's a couple of guys in here. You just have to carefully go through all these areas and clear them. But as I say, at the moment, as you can hear, this mission is bugged. So now I'm going to take the elevator. So this is one of the things I like to do once I've cleared that front area, or most of it, is go up in this elevator to the bar and restaurant, and then just come through and clear the bar and restaurant, because there's always guys in there, and sometimes the data transfer is in there. So there they are. They're right there in the doorway. Not really. Again, the AI is just completely bugged in this mission at the moment. I really hope this mission's back to normal in 3.17.2, because I really like this mission. Sometimes the data transfer is on that window, but it's not here. And actually, I couldn't find it anywhere. I think that might be also bugged. Checking the other bedrooms now. Sometimes it's there, but it's not there. And this bedroom door always looks like it's space, but it's not. It's a bedroom door. Sometimes it's there, but it's not there. So yeah, I couldn't find the data transfer. I did check the bridge, but I think the data transfer is bugged currently, as with the rest of the mission. So I'm going to run out of time. I thought these might be rooms, but they're not. Oh yeah, no sign of it there. Could be in the back bedroom, of course. I never checked there. I never checked the back bedroom. Always check at the back of the atrium. There's another bedroom upstairs, another living quarters. Could be in there. So thankfully the elevators were working this time. The last time when I tried the mission, the elevators weren't working. So again, I had to use the ladder, and it's a bit more long-winded, and then the whole thing bugged out anyway. And I'm going to do here what I generally do. So when I've done the atrium and I've done the restaurant, I go down to the engineering level right at the bottom, and I'll work my way along here. There's one guy. There's often a guy here. And they're totally bugged, because normally they would have killed you by now if they weren't bugged. And then I'll work my way into the ground vehicle hangar here and just take out all of these guys. See, they'd all just standing shooting at the security, which is completely not the way it's supposed to be, and the security aren't dying. The whole mission is just completely bugged. So at the moment it's a fairly easy 45k, because the mission is bugged. Be careful you don't shoot those guys at the back end, because you'll get a crime stat. They are local security. Obviously loot anything you want to loot. So I'll go across now and just check that there's no more guys. And there's not, so that is this. The majority of guys often are in this area. So the other area that a lot of guys are in is the other hangar, so we'll probably go there shortly. But yeah, work your way through. Again, looting. I'm going to do a bit of looting and loot a helmet. No, can't loot because they won't fit even in the big backpack. So I've got 5 hostiles left there that I need to get. And I'm going to just work my way around the downstairs. Being careful. You don't want to shoot the security, but you don't want to get shot by the guards either. Who's that? Ah! And I've just done it. He's local security, and he's not dead. But now I've got crime stat. I've shot security. So you need to be really careful, because of course you're waiting for them to jump out, these guys, and then you come round a corner like that and there's local security. And now my my call to arms has been withdrawn. As soon as you get a crime stat, your call to arms mission is withdrawn. I've still got the boarding action in process mission though, so hopefully I will complete that, get the money. One more guy, no, two more guys. Here he is. So there's one of them. He's not even shooting at me. I mean, it's useless, isn't it? These guys used to be lethal in previous builds, so I hope they come back to that. And it is really quite a challenging mission. See, he was shooting at me. Yeah, normally quite a challenging mission. I mean, it's easy to do once you've done it a couple of times, but it is much more challenging. So there we go, objective is complete. Mission time 13:47. So 13 minutes and 47 in total. Wonder the clock's... Oh, there we go, the clock stopped. 13 minutes 47 in total to complete that. I got 45,000 UEC for that. It's a solo, you can do it. There's no need to do it anything other than solo. If you're worried about getting killed the first time you do it, what you can do is go straight to the med bay on the 890 jump. And you can set the med bay as your spawn point and you will respawn there if you die. Done that a couple of times. Once you've done the mission a couple of times, you will get used to it and you'll find it dead easy. So that took me less than 10 minutes to clear the whole 890. So it takes a little bit longer, I think, if they are in the right places, because they're a little bit more tricky. You have to be a little bit more careful. But on this one, because they were bugged, they didn't. So there we go. That's the breakdown of my attempt at 890 jump. I'm not going to give myself any kind of score because other than the abysmal dogfighting, the mission was bugged anyway. And actually the dogfighting's bugged, isn't it, really? I mean, coming, sitting there. So yeah, I ended up with a crime stat 2. So what do I do now? Well, there's a couple of things you can do. Obviously, you can't go back to Port Tressler because you have a crime stat 2, but you could, if you wanted to go to prison, probably the quickest thing would be to go to Port Tressler and just let the station kill you. Let the station shoot your ship. And you get rid of your crime stat 2. Or you go to prison and get rid of it. The other option is to go to a security post or to security post Korea in in Crusader, or the local security post, I can't remember what it's called, at Microtech, and hack your crime stat. So what we'll do now, in the next 2 videos that I put up, we'll first go to Korea and we will hack our crime stat, or attempt to. And then after that, we'll go to prison and we'll get rid of our crime stat at prison. And you can have a look at the 2 different ways that you can get rid of your crime stat. Thanks very much. This is Torp Rasilo, and I'll see you again sometime in the verse.